Hi, welcome to today's daily devotion and welcome to a brand new Sunday. Hope you have a great day, and if you're able to get out to a church service, I hope that that's a real encouragement to you and an encouragement to others as well. Today it's Solomon part 2 and is entitled Solomon's 3 books, Song of Solomon chapter 5 verses 10 to 16. The Song of Solomon begins with an hour of trouble. The Shulamite, having been abducted into Solomon's pavilion in the country, finds herself virtually a prisoner. She calls out to her absent shepherd. She longs for his love. She delights to speak his name. The daughters of Jerusalem, who love the lustful Solomon, overhear her and alarm her. Then Solomon comes. He flatters her and makes all kinds of promises to her, offering her silver and gold in exchange for his love. Then he hurries off to a banquet, satisfied he's made a good impression, one that he can exploit at a later date. But he's mistaken. The Shulamite's beloved shepherd comes to where she is, confined in Solomon's country pavilion, and she and her shepherd exchange endearments. She describes his desired rustic table and contrasts it with Solomon's loaded board. This hour of tenderness ends, and the court women reappear. They try to stir up the Shulamite's passion, hoping it can be used to snare her. Their goal is to detach her affections from her shepherd and to seduce her into making an alliance with the worldly Prince Solomon. They do not succeed. She sharply rebukes them and tells them not to incite her desires. She gives them her testimony. She tells them how she once thought that she had lost her beloved. Though it was a nightmare, she'd gone to look for him, only to be frightened by the night watchman. Thankfully, however, she found her shepherd. I held him, she says, and would not let him go. Chapter 3, verse 4. Solomon, tiring of the country, now decides to return to Jerusalem. He approaches the city, carrying along the Shulamite in a closed carriage. The way is lined by admiring subjects. They make comments about him. They praise his worldly passions, his power, his possessions, and his exalted position. They comment on the spectacle of the impressive imperial guard marching beside the king. They talk about his marriage to the queen and recall how he'd been crowned by his mother on that occasion. Although she's now a prisoner, the Shulamite manages to arrange another meeting with her shepherd. He says to her, "Thou art fair, my love," chapter 4, verse 1. She tells him that all she has is his. Solomon's court women reappear, and the Shulamite tells them of a dream she once had. In her dream, her beloved came, but she'd been too lazy to respond, so he'd gone away. She'd run after him, only to find herself again in trouble with the watchman. Thankfully, it was only a dream. She describes to the women the beauty of her beloved, and they want to know how they can find him. Suddenly suspicious of their motives, she refuses to tell them. Now Solomon comes back, armed with flatteries. His words are distressingly frank and brazen. His description of her charms are daring and distressful. The Shulamite, however, is arrayed in the armour of her goodness, and he does not dare to touch her, powerful as he is. Through it all, she remains true to her beloved. "I am my beloved's," she says, "and his desire is toward me." Chapter 7, verse 10. Solomon, silenced and defeated, lets her go. He fails to achieve his goal of winning her away from her shepherd. The book ends with 2 last requests. The shepherd pleads with his beloved Shulamite to let him hear her voice. The Shulamite pleads with the shepherd to come soon and receive her unto himself. When viewed thus, the Song of Solomon teaches us how to overcome the wiles of the prince of this world and how to be victorious and true to our beloved when exposed to the snares of this world. And I would add, until he comes. Thank you so much for joining me for this short devotion again today. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow for another devotion if you're able to join me.